In our first story, the National Petroleum Authority, NPA, has indicated its decision to restore the Price Stabilization and Recovery levies on petrol, diesel and liquefied petroleum gas products effective February 1, 2022, which is today. President Akufo-Addo had directed the National Petroleum Authority to extend the removal of the price stabilization and recovery levies on petrol, diesel and LPG to the end of January. Following the exhaustion of the grace period, the NPA has restored the PETROLEM, and this was contained in a statement issued by the authority. The implication generally is an upward review on petroleum products starting today. We'll take you to the pumps for some checks shortly, but first joining us live is the Executive Director of Kumasi Institute of Technology, Energy and Environment, Ishmael Ajekumhene, for some thoughts on this development. Good morning, sir, and many thanks for your time.
Good morning. Good morning, dear listeners.
Now, should there be any cause for worry at this restoration?
Please repeat the question, I didn't hear.
Should there be any cause for worry at this restoration?
Well, it's basically the 16 pesos, 14 pesos addition to what you pay per liter, addition to what you pay at the pump, apart from any other adjustment that may be coming from as a result of movements in the world market and exchange rate. So it's going to be an upward adjustment. I mean, it's just restoring to where we used to be before they decided to take those levies off for the 2-month period.
Now, this definitely means an increase in petroleum prices. Should consumers be agitating or remain calm and just adjust? Well,
consumers should rather be worried about what is happening globally, because unfortunately there's so much tension that the price of crude is actually around $90 a barrel because of the Russian and the Ukrainian thing that nobody knows where it's going. So, yeah. I mean, the worry should be more on what is happening in the global market, as well as how our local exchange rate is also behaving. Those are the two major movements. In terms of the levies and taxes, we've talked about it over and over again. Government insists that they cannot do much about it, and even this one that it took off is reinstated. So, unfortunately, prices are going up everywhere, and that should be a worry to everybody because it has a lot of effect, multiple ripple effects.
Now, would it be fair on the part of the consumers to demand removal of other levies, such as the sanitation levy, to ease their burden? After all, yeah. I mean, some already pay for those services in their homes.
Yeah, every consumer, including myself, would want to pay a lower price as much as possible. What I also know is that whenever any one of them is dropped, there's going to be a price to be paid by all of us. I mean, we were told that for the 2 months that the PSRL was suspended, it was like 50 million cedis a month. So that translates to over 100 million over the two months that it was suspended. So yes, we can advocate for removal of all levies and taxes, but there are consequences. For example, we were told in the MPA letter that the PSRL is actually specifically meant to subsidize premixed fuel and also the residual fuel oil. So what it means is that if it's not paid, government will have to find money somewhere to pay for those subsidies. So yes, I would want to pay less, but for any of the levies that has earmarked and dedicated to a particular purpose, if it's taken off, then it means government will have to find money to be paying and for the levy to be doing what it's doing. So I want to pay less, and I'm always happy to fight and say that the levies will, but under the circumstances, I don't know what the government options are.
All right, thank you very much for your time. That is Ishmael Ajekumhene, who is Executive Director of Kumasi Institute of Technology, Energy and Environment.